Hello everyone, I'm Jenna, and this is Learn Academic English, where I teach intermediate and advanced level lessons for English learners who want to take their language to the next level. I know that if you're serious about improving your English, you know how important it is to learn vocabulary, especially vocabulary that we use often in speaking or in writing. So today I'm going to teach you a new vocabulary word. It is the word wheelhouse. But why am I teaching you this word? Because we use it in an idiomatic way to talk about things that we are good at or things that we are not good at.
That's my wheelhouse.
There you go then.
It's a very useful and common phrase that you will especially hear in school and work situations. Before we get into that, I would like to remind you to please give this video a like. Don't forget to leave a comment, and I will ask you a question at the end of this video that you can answer and practice with me. And subscribe if you want more lessons like this one. And note that I offer memberships on my channel if you would like to have more connection and lessons from me. So let's get into this word wheelhouse. So first, the word wheelhouse has a literal meaning, which is the place inside a boat where the captain or the person who is driving the boat stays. This is a covered area in the boat where the steering wheel is, and that's where the person controls the boat.
All crew, I need everyone in the wheelhouse.
Okay, so think about this. When there is a person inside the wheelhouse of a boat, they are in charge. They know, hopefully, what they are doing, and they have the expertise to get the boat where it needs to go. So we're going to take that meaning and we're going to think about the idiomatic meaning. The idiomatic meaning of a person's wheelhouse is an area that that person is especially skilled at, an area of expertise or knowledge that a person has. For example, finding new ways to advertise products has always been my wheelhouse. So what does this mean? This means that this person is skilled at or has a lot of knowledge about finding new ways to advertise products. Another example, before I chose my major, I needed to figure out what was in my wheelhouse. So that means that I needed to figure out what I was good at in order for me to choose my major. We can also use it in a negative way to show that something is not in our wheelhouse. It's not a skill or area of expertise that we have.
But I don't think this is in your wheelhouse.
For example, unfortunately, in my old job, I was working in areas that were outside my wheelhouse. The most common way to use this is with the prepositional phrase, in my wheelhouse. However, we can also use the negative, not in my wheelhouse, or outside my wheelhouse. So let's look at some examples. These are example sentences that people actually said, and they will help you to see how to use in my wheelhouse or outside my wheelhouse or out of my wheelhouse in sentences.
Totally in my wheelhouse.
First, as a software developer, building mobile applications is right in my wheelhouse. So notice that this person used the word right in my wheelhouse to emphasize. Next one, analyzing historical events and their impacts is definitely in my wheelhouse because I'm a history buff. Okay, next. Cooking and experimenting with new recipes are in my wheelhouse, so I'll be hosting the dinner party. And finally, writing technical reports is in my wheelhouse, so I will take care of summarizing the findings. Now remember that in addition to saying that it's something that we are good at or it's something that we have expertise, it's in my wheelhouse, we can also use the negative to show that something is not our skill or not something that we have expertise. So here are some examples of negatives. This content is outside my wheelhouse. Or the project requires a deep understanding of finance, which is not in my wheelhouse, so I'll need to seek assistance. So in this case, this person can say this instead of saying, which I'm not good at. They can just say it's outside my wheelhouse or not in my wheelhouse. Next one, in your first year of employment, you should not take on projects that aren't in your wheelhouse. Okay, the next sentence was said by a famous actor, Billy Crystal, after he made the movie City Slickers. City Slickers was really fun because it was so out of my wheelhouse to become as good on a horse as I became. Okay, so that means that he was not good on a horse, but he became good on a horse. And that was an example of something that was out of his wheelhouse or outside his wheelhouse. And finally, I know that hiking and outdoors stuff aren't really in her wheelhouse, but she has told me multiple times that she'll go camping as long as I do the planning. I hope these examples help you to understand how to use wheelhouse. Let me know in the comments below what is in your wheelhouse or what's outside your wheelhouse, and I will be sure to leave some examples as well. Please let me know if you have questions, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care.